you'll see that I shared an image with you called baseshirt.gif. We're going to click on that, and it will open in our Gmail. We're going to hit download, and we want to download with Adobe Photoshop. Internet Explorer is your default. We want to go down the list and select Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop. Now we are at Photoshop. Now the image, if you'll notice, is a GIF file. This means it has been saved to be used. We want a file that we can work with and edit. So we can take our marquee tool and click and drag over our image to select the whole thing, or we could do a shortcut using Control A, which also selects all. We're going to want to copy, Control C. We're going to create a new Photoshop file, a PSD file. So we'll go Control N, which is new, and it automatically figures out how many pixels we've selected. We're going to go OK, and there's our white background, and we're going to do Control V, like victory, to paste. So again, that was Control A, select all, Control C, copy, Control N for new, and Control V to paste. Now that we have it pasted, I'm going to come down my toolbar, and the fourth object is our select tool. And there's a little triangle here on the end that I'm going to click on, and I'm going to take the magic wand. Now what the magic wand's going to do is allow us to select areas of the same color. So if I click on her top, you can see we select most of the top. I'm going to now hold the Shift key, and you'll see I have a little plus sign. So I'm going to click on the other areas that are white. I'm going to try to select all of her top. This includes the shadow areas down here around the waist. And I'm not going to be too concerned about some of the really tiny areas. Okay, and one last area. So now we have her top selected. Now often when people order online, they can't always see what the color is going to look like if they have it in something different. So we're going to change her top color by going through our menu, and we have a number of choices of things all along here, but we're going to go to our image because that's what we're working with, adjustment, and we're going to do hue and saturation. In our hue and saturation window, we're going to click on colorize because now we're going to change some color. And we're going to make this top more of a red color by moving our hue up, moving our saturation up, and moving our darkness down. Now I can see that there's a couple areas in here that I probably should have grabbed, but for this demonstration this will work. So we now have her in this red top, and we can see what it would look like. And I'm going to click OK. Now, we also, since we have not copied anything else, I can select my Control V again and paste another layer. Now I could also take, as we learned from the drop shadow, drop this down onto our folded sheet of paper and make a copy of that layer. So I'm going to take my magic wand again. I'm going to grab again using Shift key. I'm going to grab all the areas. And every time it selects or not select, that's a change in the actual coloring. There we go. And so now we have just about all of it. And this time I'm going to go back to my image, my adjustment, my hue and saturation, and this time we'll colorize and we'll go blue. We're going to increase the saturation, darken it up, and now we've got a pale blue. And click OK. Now one of the nice things is, if I select layer 2 and turn off the copy of layer 2, you can see that my selection tool still has everything selected as long as I have not clicked off of it. So again, I'm going to make another copy of that layer, and we'll go up and make one more adjustment to hue and saturation, and we'll colorize, and let's make it a yellow this time. Colorize. There we go. We're colorized now. Let's go a little darker. And now we have the top in yellow. So if we were shopping, we could look at it in blue, in yellow, in white, or in red. When we are ready to save, we would do File, Save for Web and Devices, decide how we wanted to save it, and we're given a number of options. GIF or JPEG are probably our two best options. We're just going to leave that as GIF, and for this scenario we're not going to save it, so I'm just going to hit cancel. Now you can also do a save or save as, and this is going to save it as a Photoshop file or a PSD file. The difference is that when we would reopen this, it would show us the layers, whereas if we save this as this file, whatever layer or whatever we are seeing on screen, that is what would be saved as the JPEG or GIF.